Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're gonna see how I achieved this look using the Rust palette. Now this look is gonna be perfect for those of you that have hooded eyes just like me, which is another reason why to love a good smoky eye. So let's start with the beginning, which is prepping your skin. I've used the serum from Lovelies and the Philaderm Creme Emulsion, which is similar to the Latte Creme Concentrate, just to prep my skin. Serum first, then the cream. Also, I have applied a little bit of Homeoplasmin on my lips just to moisturize them before we are gonna move on, obviously, to the lipstick, which is the last step. Now, foundation. As you've seen, this is one of my latest discovery, the Lilac Cosmetics, the Time Frame Foundation. I absolutely love this. I've been using it for a while and currently I am in love with this foundation. Like I've mentioned to you before, the only minus is they don't have a lot of shades, hence why I'm mixing two of them. But it sits and it looks beautiful on the skin, especially if you've got dry skin, but even if you don't, it's gonna look just as gorgeous. Honestly, can't recommend it enough. I love it. And again, when you're applying the foundation, this applies best, in my opinion, with a damp beauty blender. When you apply it, make sure you also apply it a little bit on your neck so you don't have the demarcation on your jawline. A tiny touch of concealer in the inner corners of my eyes, and I'm using the one from Wycon Cosmetics. This is in shade Light Neutral, and I'm gonna spread the concealer with the same beauty blender we used before. What's left of the concealer, I'm gonna apply it as well on my eyelids because this is gonna serve as an eyeshadow base for the eyeshadows we're gonna use today, and a little bit on my forehead and my chin area. After our base is done, I'm gonna add a little bit of color to my face, and I'm using the MAC Cosmetics Stick Foundation. This is in shade NC55. It's more orangey in tone, and I prefer to use this especially when I want a more warm bronzy touch to my skin. So not so much a contour, but more of a bronzy, I would say, a bronzy look. I'm blending everything with a brush, which is basically like more of a dense brush that's gonna help spread the product and not lift it at all. The brush in this case has much more precision than the beauty blender, and it will obviously help not to have the product in other areas or a little bit above than the place we have applied it. After we have some color to our cheeks, we're gonna define our eyebrows. I'm using today the pomade from Paula Cosmetics. It's called the Brow Couture in shade number 3, and this is a more taupey shade with nothing whatsoever of orangeness in it. So this is something that I do prefer to use for my eyebrows. I'm not a big fan of the warm tones when it comes to coloring your eyebrows, but some people are, and that's alright. Now, to start with our eyeshadow, I'm using the Kiko tint in shade number 2, and I'm applying that in the center of the lid. Then I'm looking straight and up so I can see exactly until where I can go with spreading the eyeshadow. Like I said before in my video, just a little bit above the mark that's leaving on the crease. This technique is perfect for hooded eyes because hooded eyes are like, they are hooded. When you're gonna apply the tint and you're gonna look straight ahead and up, you're gonna see exactly until where you can go with the color. Once you applied it and once you see the mark, just go a little bit above it because that's gonna help open your eyes and make them look bigger. For my waterline and my tight line, I'm gonna apply a dark brown pencil because this is gonna help emphasize the eyes even more. Remember, with hooded eyes, what you wanna do is to keep the color as close as possible to the lashes. And we've reached the best part of the tutorial. This is the Rust palette from Melt Cosmetics, which is my latest love. It's absolutely gorgeous. As you can see, it's got a lot of warm tones and brown tones, and it reminds me a lot of autumn. And let's dive into the look and how I've done it. With a flat brush, I'm taking the shade Rubbish, which is I would say a brown kind of mustardy tone, quite dark, and I'm applying it all over the mobile eyelid and on my lower lashes as well. I'm not so concerned about the blending now because this part comes next. So I'm taking now the shade Erode, which is a mustardy, more of a bright yellowish tone, which is going to blend beautifully with the shade we already have. And I'm going all over the edges in a circular motion and a swiping motion at the same time. So you want to go in circular, like I said, in circular motions all around the edges of the previous eyeshadow. After this, of course, we are going to help blend even more into the skin the colors, and we're going to use something that's more skin tone like, which is the shade next to it called Antique. And I'm going to use this mostly as close as possible actually to the brow bone and on the lower lash line as well. After this color is applied, I'm taking the shade next to it, Classic, which is more of a beige bone color, and I'm gonna apply that in the inner corner of my eye and under the eyebrows just to highlight the area even more. I'm gonna keep this look matte because I want it to be more of a day look, and most of the times for day I prefer a matte eyeshadow look because it just looks much more flattering. After this, I'm using a palette which I really love. This is called Be a Light. It's from Becca Cosmetics and it's a limited edition that has inside, as you've seen, 2 powders, a blush and a contour. I'm taking the lightest powder, which is basically a brightening powder that you use all over the face just to brighten and boost the radiance of the skin. On my cheeks, I'm going to use the darker shade, as you see here, and this is a blurring powder that will help even out the complexion. After the powder is applied, because it's a brightening powder, it's gonna help keep the radiance of our skin and make our complexion look super fresh. Of course, we do need a touch of bronzer because you know I love bronzer a lot, and this is the Fantastic Bronzer from Marc Jacobs. It's absolutely beautiful. I love this bronzer and I love the packaging, I love the smell of it, I love the color because it's more of a cool tone bronzer, so it's not warm at all. It doesn't have anything orange in it, and it can actually suit for contouring your face as well. I'm applying this all over my face with a duo fiber brush because this applies the product. I love duo fiber brushes because they apply the product much more subtle, and I don't know, they just make everything look better. And what we're gonna do today for our makeup, I'm gonna try the new mascara from Huda Beauty called Legit Lashes. So this is a new release from her brand. It's got 2 full sizes mascaras, one for lengthening and one for volume. Now in today's video I'm trying the volumizing mascara, and you're gonna see the result, which is really good. Quite a common problem I have with mascaras is when they transfer on my, not even my lower lash, like under my eyes, and after an hour or 2 I look like a panda, which is something I don't like with any mascara. I've got top 5 favorite for them, which I'm gonna post very soon, but I must say this one for volume is really good. So I've been quite happy with it. As you'll see in a second, the lashes look much more volumized than when we started, and it's very black as well. So as you can see, I'm quite happy with it. The result does look good. I have checked again the packaging to see what else is there about it, but yes, I would encourage you to go and check it out. I haven't tried the lengthening one, that will be in the next video, and after that I can give you a full opinion about the mascara. For the lips, I'm gonna use Wycon Cosmetics in shade Chocolate, and I'm using this obviously because it's a darker shade and I want to balance a bit the eye makeup look we've done today. I'm gonna pair the lip liner with this lipstick right here from Pat McGrath. This is in shade Donatella, and I'm gonna apply this with a brush because the brush helps control actually the quantity of lipstick you apply on the lips, and it gives a much more defined and a much more precise application to your lipstick. After the lipstick is applied, I am going to apply the blush to give a little bit of color to my cheeks, and I'm gonna use the one from Yves Saint Laurent, which is this one right here, and it's part of their limited collection. It's got super nice packaging, so pretty as well, and plus the color looks very nice. It's more of a peachy coral tone. And that was it for today's look. I've kept it quite simple. This is perfect for daytime and, like I said, perfect for hooded eyes. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!